Secure is a secure email system, and it comes to us from GlobeX Data, and the CEO, Alain Ghiai, is here to give us an update on Secure. And Alain, you have had quite a year so far. Bring us up to date on where Secure is in the company as well.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you for watching us. Basically, GlobeX Data, which is our public company traded under ticker SWISF, is a creator of an application called Secure, spelled S-E-K-U-R. We have an email and a messenger application. We also have an application called Secure Suite, which is for larger businesses. It's a document management, file share, password manager as well. We're actually doing a lot of upgrade on that one by Q1 of next year, because we identified that now people are looking at securing and backing up the data in the cloud in companies that are not necessarily, the Google and the Microsofts of the world, because those are obviously, data mined all the time. So right now what we're doing is we launched around mid-July in the US with great success. We had an amazing quarter, very happy. We really feel strongly that we can deliver double-digit growth every quarter over quarter for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So that's big. And the email application is actually interesting because we have certain feature. First of all, we host everything in Switzerland, which has the highest data privacy laws in the world. We have also our own platform, so we don't host on big tech like Amazon Web Service, Google, Microsoft, and all that. And we also don't use open source coding. So the service is extremely secure and very private because we don't data mine you. So Secure Messenger is doing well. We're improving some of the stuff because you can message someone that doesn't have Secure right now if you email someone, but we're going to add chat by invite with text. So that's going to be great. You can text anyone and say, hey, click here and you can chat with me. They don't need to buy the app. And the Secure email is going through a revamp where we're going to launch our email application in Q1. And that'll be a game changer because our application, our service, if you use webmail, you can use a service called Secure Send, which lets you send an email to anybody in the world without anybody on the internet being able to phish and hack it. But unfortunately, people don't know how to configure their email all the time. They don't want to use webmail. So this email application is going to take us from 0 to 1 million, really, because it's going to make it so easy. It's like downloading Gmail, but now you're going to download Secure Mail.
Okay. So I'm sure people, they're listening to this and are like, that sounds really good, especially with all the hacks we've heard. What's the process for somebody to get on the secure email?
So all they have to do is go to secure.com, that's SEKUR.com, go to pricing, and you have two choices today. You have the messenger or the secure, which gives you the messenger as well. Interestingly enough, we are launching email only, probably in November, and the application for it on your phone, probably in January, February. So you'll have Secure Mail. So go to Secure, buy it for $10 a month or $100 a year. We give a free trial. Once you register and everything, then you can download on iOS or Android. You go to Secure Communications and you can download the application. And that's it. And we have a ton of video tutorial on our website. If you go to support, a video tutorial, super easy to do.
Okay. So, and you talked a little bit about the first quarter and some of the plans. Can you talk about 2022 and what kind of plans you have for next year?
Absolutely. So 2021 was already exciting enough because we raised, I would say in US dollar, close to $7 million, which was pretty amazing for us. We have no debt. We launched Secure successfully in the US. We have our advertising campaign. As you know, you're at NASDAQ. We have a huge 96-foot wide billboard on the NASDAQ building. We have 200 electronic panels in all of New York City subway, the big station. So we're doing this advertising all over, and we're getting a ton of subscribers. So the proof of concept is done. We're improving on Secure Messenger. What's very exciting in Q1, we're launching our Secure Mail application, which will make it completely ubiquitous, very easy to use, our email, and you'll be able to have all the webmail feature that today you can only have on webmail, like secure send and things like that. So we plan to push heavily to the business sector, of course. We'll have a business email coming up soon. And we also plan to expand our reach in the US. We have Latin America that is firing up as well, because we have our contract with America Mobile, and we have a South Asian telecom as well. So 2022 will be as good or better than 2021. I have to say we're very lucky. Our performance, our stock has performed very well. I think it's done close to 300% year to date. In fact, today the market is terrible and we're up 5%. And I think it's because people are discovering, hey, cybersecurity is something that is not going away, and they're looking for companies that are unique in this sense. You know, we're not a billion-dollar company, but our product is quite unique and very helpful for people. We've protected over 2,000 people so far and growing every day. Every day we have new subscribers coming on.
Interesting. And that's on the OTC. Tell us how we can follow your shares or buy stock if we would like.
Sure. So if you want to buy it in the US, you go to any place basically and you type the ticker SWISF. We're a foreign issuer because we're still Canadian issuer. In Canada, it's SWIS, SWIS. I should mention that we are discussing plans to eventually uplist to NASDAQ in the next 24 months or less. Probably next year, Q1, we're going to have serious discussion. We identified about half a dozen investment banks that are interested to do so. So you type in on Yahoo Finance, on whatever you use, SWISF, SWISF, and then, you know, you can buy a share. I think we're trading around mid-30 cents range. And you know, I buy the stock too, actually, myself. I participate in the private rounds. I'm the largest shareholder by far. I own about 30% of the company or more. And I'm a big believer, and I even buy in the market sometimes. So I think at this point, cybersecurity is something that's here to stay. We have a very unique product, proprietary platform technology. We charge for our service, so we don't give anything for free. So whenever we have a user coming on board, they're really here to stay. And we haven't even launched for businesses yet. Business campaign is going to start gently in Q4, but in Q1 onward, we're going to go very aggressive. We identified about 3 million businesses to go after. That's about 10% of the small businesses in the US. And I think if we get about 10, 20% of those, it'll be amazing. So it's a very, it's got a lot of upside in terms of financial upside, but most importantly, we protect people and we don't data mine them. So, you know, anybody who doesn't want to be data mined right now is going to come to us. We're the only company that can guarantee you that.
You've had a really exciting year so far, and it looks like I'm just sitting here thinking of everything you've done and everything you're going. So, and then, you know, there was just, I guess, announced today, another Facebook hack. It was like 1.5 billion people's data somehow ended up, you know, in the hands of a hacker, maybe as much as 3 billion. What do you know about that?
Well, data, in fact, there was another one for 3.8 billion. So Facebook has been hacked, and that data, which includes everything, including your user ID, which you probably use for other services, your email, your phone number, everything. The key to that is now that these hackers steal your data, by the way, it's kind of interesting because when Facebook and Google and Microsoft, they basically data mine you every second, they don't call it stealing your data because you voluntarily are giving it away when you sign those terms of service agreement. You cannot use a service without approving the terms. Nobody reads the term. And, you know, when you use WhatsApp, Signal, Facebook Messenger, Gmail, all of that, you are literally giving away your data. So when they get somebody stealing from them, they don't like it. But what's worse is that now hackers can go directly and buy that data, as opposed to doing the hard work, so to speak, to go and hack Facebook. They don't need to do that anymore. They just pay a couple of $100,000 and they have the data of 1 billion people that they can then go after their credit card, their financial info. And I have to say, 94% of all of the hack and the financial hack start with email. So the reason why we are very picky about our email and we don't use big tech platforms is that we can guarantee that with us, that email is not going to data mine you, that email is not flying around. And that's where secure send, secure reply comes in. So it's unfortunate, but that's another example. But the fact is, we have our data that we give away voluntarily every day. If you use WhatsApp, Signal, all of that, Gmail, Facebook Messenger, you're giving away your data with your own accord. Another thing that we should, I forgot to mention, in Q1, we're going to have a voice encrypted system as well. So you'll be able to call people, and by Q2 of next year, we're going to have a replacement to Zoom, because also that's another company. They sell their data left and right. They were fined $85 million not long ago. I mean, these fines are peanuts for these companies. They make billions from data. So yes, so it's unfortunate. So be careful and try to look at our company for if you want to have a personal email when you do business, or personal or medical, legal. Don't use your public free email. Use a paid service like ours that guarantee your privacy.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're doing important work, and this situation is only getting worse, Alain, for people all over the world. So thank you so much. I look forward to getting an update soon.
Thank you, Jane, and thanks everyone for watching us.